Hello there guys, my name is Patricia Bright and you are over here on The Break, where we are giving you the tools and resources to learn, grow, navigate life like a boss and make money moves in the process. I hope you are doing well. Now I'm about to send a shudder down your spine because I'm going to talk about goal setting and habits. I feel like it feels like a dirty word. I feel like a lot of us have a lot of goals that we have that are like staring at us in the eye and looking at us like, what happened? Like, what happened? Especially when a lot of us don't hit our goals or build the habits that we want to. So if the idea of goal setting and the goals that you have are looking at you like left and thinking like, I've been here on this piece of paper and you're not doing anything, don't worry. I'm hoping that this video should be helpful for you. Also, this video is sponsored by Blinkist, but I'll give you more information on that in a second. And one of the things I recognize about setting goals, you realize it's not just about the goal. It's not like I want to achieve this thing. You want to achieve this thing because it's a stepping stone to a next thing, to a next thing, to a next thing, to maybe like an overall process of being a better version of yourself or getting somewhere. And you have to realize that hitting a goal isn't necessarily going to give you happiness, and that actually it's a process. For instance, when someone goes to university and they're like, you know what, I want to get a top grade, I want to get an A star, I want to get a first, I want to get this. It's not just because they want that certificate that has the number on it and they're just going to sit down and look at the certificate and go, my baby, my first, my A. Usually when you have that kind of goal, it's because you want to have a top degree or a top score or a top something or the other, so that you get a good job, so that you get a good salary, that you can buy a big house and that you can have a jet and that you can be really rich and successful. That's really why people set goals, because it's usually a stepping stone to get them to another place. I think that recognizing that goals are a stepping stone, are part of a journey, is a really good place when it comes to when you think about your goals and what you actually want to do. And I think this is a great spot for me to mention my sponsor, Blinkist. Blinkist is an amazing tool that you can use on your phone, your tablet, your desktop, and it provides you the need to know nitty-gritty information from over 3,000 powerful books in 27 categories. Blinkist is a tool that condenses again, that key information into 15-minute blinks that provide you what you need out of a book. And I realize I love reading. I want to read. Knowledge is power. I recognize that my goal of wanting to read more is fine, but actually the reason I want to read more is because I want more information. And if I can get there quicker, why not? I actually recently reread some of my old favorite books, such as Michelle Obama's Becoming and Atomic Habits, which I'm going to talk about in this video as well. And when I heard the blinks, it made it so much easier to basically condense and take in the most important information that I love out of some of these books. Now, if you have Blinkist membership, you have access to exclusive and original content from authors and creative thinkers, and you also have access to the entire library, including full books if you want that. So Blinkist have given you guys a special offer. You can go to blinkist.com/the break platform. If you go to that link, you can start your 7-day free trial. You can also get 25% off premium membership. You can also get 65% off audiobooks that are yours to keep forever. Okay, so I wanted to bring point number one, and this is actually a point that is from the book Atomic Habit, and this is about setting tiny goals or taking tiny action, small action at a time. And also this book kind of speaks against the concept of setting goals, which I'm 50-50 on, because I do like the power of a goal, and this video is about goal setting, but I completely understand the argument that sometimes goals won't entirely make you happy. But the thing about setting small tiny habits or small tiny actions, if you can improve by 1% every single day, which might seem very, very small, but over a compounded amount of time can actually create a huge change. If you got better by 1% every single day, you're gonna be basically 365% better in a year from now. Don't at me if my maths is incorrect, okay? okay? Tiny changes, tiny habits, tiny actions are able to allow you to actually hit a bigger goal. Sometimes I think when it comes to goals, they can be a little bit overwhelming and you can get caught up in the idea of the goal rather than creating tiny little changes all the time that actually allow you to change and hit something over a period. In the Blink and in the book, it gave the example that, for instance, if you were to have a slice of pizza for one night or have a family-sized pizza one night, it's not going to make you obese. However, if you were to eat a big pizza every single night for a year, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get huge, or you're gonna maybe have some issues when it comes to your health. The same breath that you might go on one run one time, that is a tiny thing and you're not gonna see the change straight away. But actually, if you made that tiny change every single day, you're definitely gonna be fitter after 365 different runs. Sometimes these tiny minuscule changes can have a huge compound effect. And when it comes to setting goals, sometimes you might wanna think about the tiny little things that you can do every single day to actually allow you to hit that goal. The next tip is to get specific with your goals. Don't just say, I might want to lose weight, or don't just say, I want to be rich, or don't just say, I want to be a better human. I want to be happier. Sometimes if a goal is really big and really general, it's really hard for your brain, your mind, and everything to connect and think how it can actually achieve it. And I think sometimes when we think of these massive goals, we're like, we can actually be overwhelmed by the idea, like, be happy. Do I just be happy now? Like, happy? What does that mean? And so if you get a bit more specific about the goal, you're able to work towards it in a more effective way. Intention is always there, and they say that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Like, you know you want to have this good goal, you know you want to get there, you know you want to do it, but how are you going to do it? How specific do you want to be? I want to put down £15,250 for a deposit for my property in West Norwood by 2027. Get really, really specific, get really, really tight, get really, really close when it comes to setting a goal. That way you are laser focused in what you want to achieve. Write your goals down. And some people are writers, some people are not writers, some people think they can keep their goals in your head. No, 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 no. Write it down, get it on paper. Get it on paper or get it on iPad. I've got a new iPad at the moment so that I can scribble my scratchings down, including my goals. I think a lot of the time we set goals or we have ideas and we keep them in our head and we're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that thing. And they just get washed away. I think a lot of us forget to write down some of our goals. We forget to write down some of our plans. We don't make them visible. We don't make them attainable. We don't give them the attention that they need. Imagine if you woke up every single morning, like literally, like you open your eyes and you see your goals. Your goal is be a happier person for the day. If you were to read that every morning, if you were to see that every morning, I think it would generally have an impact on you versus just waiting for your thoughts to arbitrarily tell you, oh, you want to be happier, or oh, you want to achieve this thing. People retain more information when they write it down. I think it's very important to get your goals down on paper with pen. You are then really cementing what you want to achieve. So I did say that tiny habits actually allow you to achieve your goal, but I would also say that you can set very few goals. I think it is very difficult for most people to achieve 10 goals all at what time. And actually that was in another Blink that I read. They did a study where people had different financial goals, and I believe this study was done in India, and they had a group of people who had goals to save money for their children, save money for their house, save money for their schooling. They had like 4 or 5 different goals. And then there was another group who only had one goal. Their goal was, I want to purchase my house. So the one goal versus many goals. Actually, those who had the one singular financial goal saved, I believe it was 13% more than the other group. So with that being said, if you are trying to set or create a goal, what you want to do is not have too many that you want to achieve all at the same time. It's okay to prioritize one thing and then work on another. I've had to learn this the hard way. So many times I've been trying to do too many things And one of the things and the words that I love nowadays is no. I have to focus on my goal, keep them few and far between, and just get through them. Okay, so this one's a bit interesting, but this is the only time where I'll say that peer pressure is good. Set up an accountability group with people who know what your goals are and get them to check in on you. Like, are you achieving the things that you said you want to achieve? Get those people around you who are like-minded. Let's also remember that not everybody needs to know your goals, because sometimes some people can be a little bit demotivating. You should know who those people are, but there are also other people who have your back, who are in your corner, who are like, yes, you go girl. You definitely have those group who are your fan and want you to do well, and who you also want to do well. So if you can find that community, and that might be over on The Break on Instagram, we're about that life. It might be a digital group, it might be your friend group, it might be, I don't know, from different community groups. Find those people who actually want to partner with you and be accountable with you. And I think it makes a huge difference. I have this with one of my friends, particularly around our working out and our eating. Like, she'll message me, she'll show me like that she's gone to the gym, and that will make me go, do you know, I'll go to the gym then. And then we'll send pictures and we're like, you've got this, girl. I know you said you were going to wake up at 7. My friend will text me and say, are you up? Did you exercise? It's so powerful when you have peer pressure that is positive and people who are supporting you on your journey, because you will all celebrate together in achieving your goals. Set up rewards and consequences to achieving a goal. We're just animals out here. We're just animals. We do respond well to receiving a reward or having a consequence. Like, sometimes I do this, like if I do my exercise in the morning, I will treat myself to go and get my coffee from the coffee shop, not with a croissant, because that's going to outdo what I've done. Sometimes when you set up a reward for yourself for achieving a goal, it actually makes the goal more exciting. So if you know that you're going to work hard for a period of time, but you know that after you work hard, you're going to go on the most amazing vacation, it's a great way to really motivate you to achieve that goal. Now, it can be slightly toxic, like if you are denying yourself enjoyment just because you want to achieve a goal. I wouldn't say to do that, because you also want to enjoy the process of completing a goal, but it is nice to get something nice at the end of the day. In the same breath, that if you don't achieve a particular goal that is important and is necessary, then you might want to set up some kind of consequence for not achieving that, or not achieving that within a period of time. Again, you want to keep it non-toxic. No one's saying like you should like slap yourself in the corner, like don't do that, but maybe, you know, I'm gonna deny myself having watching the Netflix show tonight because I didn't get what I wanted to do done, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. Something like that is a great way to say, okay, let me achieve my goal because I'm going to get something good at the end of the day, or not get a certain thing that I want. However, I think this will lead me on to my next point quite easily, which could be a little bit contradictory, because with a goal, and I want to keep caveating this, that sometimes you have to not think about the arbitrary goal. You need to start looking at enjoying the process of achieving it, and also recognizing you might never exactly hit that end thing of the goal. That might be like, make £1 million. Again, you might not be happy if you made that £1 million at the end of the day, but what you know is that the journey that you're getting in there, enjoy it, embrace it, learn from it, grow in it. It might even allow you to pivot. You might realize actually that isn't the goal that I need, but don't get too caught up in the goal, but think about the journey of getting there and what you're getting out of the journey before you achieve that goal. Sometimes when people, you know, they want to get an A at university or something, it's not even an A, but they might want to get a top grade at university, and then they hate the university experience. What's the point in that? Yes, the goal is the top grade, but there is also the opportunity to make lots of friends, to network, to connect, to be happy, to experience a point in time that you're never going to experience again. So don't ever get too caught up with the goal, but also remember that the process of getting towards the goal is really powerful and valuable, and actually might be more important than the goal being hit at the end of the day. Process, enjoy it. My next point is do not be afraid to learn, reflect, and pivot if you need to. There's no point in setting up this goal, right? And then not reviewing it, not working out if it's still right for you. There are a lot of the different external factors that come to play in life. Like you might have a kid, so a goal might have to change. It might rain, so you can't do the thing that you wanted to do. There are so many factors that are out there that might mean that arbitrary goal that you set up might not be necessary or right for you at that point in time. And it's okay to not feel stressed that you can't hit that goal. Instead, be open to pivoting, be open to reflecting on that goal quite consistently. Take notes about your goals, reflect on it, look at the lessons that you're learning while you're trying to achieve that goal. Look at what you want to take out of it. Look at if you want to change it a little bit, but remove the idea of the pressure that you must achieve a particular goal. It's never that deep. And I think in summary, I'd say it's all about the process, and the goals that you have are realistically stepping stones to a bigger potential future or bigger potential perspective of what you want in life. And you never hit a goal and be happy and then think, right, I've hit that goal, I'm gonna sit down. No, you're always gonna set up a new goal. And that is something that is super powerful and literally part of life. The desire to grow, to be better, to try more, to be creative, to be inventive. It is normal. Okay guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I gave you a few tips when it came to setting goals. I would love for you guys to share some more in the comments down below. I'm not an expert or anything. This is just some of the things that I really think about when it comes to goals, and then also some of the things that I have read as well. But yeah, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and in the meantime, I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.